They laughed at the quiet girl in the hoodie until two Black Hawks roared onto campus with her call sign on the side. What happened next will change how you judge people forever. Lena Park slipped into the back row of Halcyon University's crisis management class with a scuffed notebook and a pen that sometimes skipped. No designer tote, no gleaming laptop, just steady eyes that clocked doors, corners, and who sat where. Lost? Said Sloan Whitaker, voice bright enough to draw a crowd. Cole Rivas smirked. Scholarship tourism. Tessa Grant angled her phone for a candid. Dr. Lowe Pierce glanced at the roster. Miss Park, leadership is visibility. Front seats next time. I'm fine here, Lena said. The lecture circled optics and posture. Authority must be seen, Dr. Pierce insisted. Lena wrote, not about poses, but about failure points, contingencies, and what you do when the plan dies. The next day, a box waited on her desk. A thrifted blazer, a clashing lipstick, a note. To help you fit in, XOXO. Laughter rippled. Phones rose like a tide. Group assignments, Dr. Pierce announced. The screen paired Lena with Sloan, Cole, and Tessa. What's our topic? Sloan asked. Military leadership in corporate crises, Dr. Pierce said. Cole grinned. We'll handle the real stuff. Boardrooms, media, government. Lena, make the slides. I'll take the military case studies, Lena said. You can't wiki war, Tessa replied. We'll compare notes tomorrow, Lena answered, closing her notebook. At dawn on day 3, sirens cut through sleep. The message was short and sharp. Chemical leak, shelter now. 800 students surged into the gym, dragging panic behind them. Dr. Pierce clutched a manual. Page 42 says remain calm. Calm didn't open locked supply rooms, fix stuttering radios, or keep fear from climbing throats. A sophomore collapsed by the bleachers, lips bluing. Tyler, someone cried. His inhaler's in the dorm. Lena moved as if a switch had flipped. Clear a path to the doors. 2 lines, shoulder to shoulder. Bodies shifted. Space appeared. Find Dr. Rodriguez. She'll have a kit. Feet sprinted. Call emergency services. Male, 19, severe asthma, cyanotic. Repeat until they confirm. An inhaler arrived. Breath returned. The gym released a single, shaky exhale. Eyes found Lena. Cole's voice dropped the swagger. Who put you in charge? No one, Lena said. Someone had to act. Order began to take shape. Triage became a corner with names and symptoms instead of a crowd. Comms moved to a table by a window where signals held. Supplies were tallied against time and need. Sarah, a pre-med, started a medical census. Marcus, an engineering student, mapped ventilation and shut the wrong intakes. Jennifer from supply chain balanced water and food with a cool head and quick math. Noise shifted from panic to purpose. Sloan watched, confused by the way people listened to Lena without being told to. How does she know this? The right question, Dr. Rodriguez said, scanning the triage board, is to ask. They met Lena at the comms table. Where did you learn about positive pressure and filtration? Marcus asked. Training, Lena said. What kind of training? Sloan pressed. Various kinds, Lena replied. Military? Cole asked, half challenge, half hope. Lena held his eyes. I served. The gym went still, like a breath held in a chest. At 8:17 that evening, the windows trembled. The sound was low and certain, a rhythm that turned faces toward the sky. 2 Black Hawks swept the quad and flared to land. Students ran to the glass and forgot to record. On the side of the lead aircraft, beneath the roundel, a word was painted in block letters. North Star. Tessa whispered, that's a call sign. Lena's face went perfectly calm, the kind of calm that isn't empty, but disciplined. The doors opened. Dress uniforms crossed the lawn. In the center walked General Amelia Navarro, the type of leader whose presence arrives before she speaks. Captain Park, Navarro said, as if the gym had always known. Good to see you. The word captain buckled the room. Dr. Pierce's manual sagged in his hands. The leak is contained, Navarro continued. Civilian teams have it. We're here for a different crisis. She held a sealed folder. A diplomatic convoy was ambushed. Terrain is unforgiving. Standard extraction failed. She paused. They requested North Star. Cole's search results populated in his palm. Lena Park, Special Operations Aviation, Distinguished Service Cross, Bronze Star, multiple extractions. He looked up, ashamed of every joke. You flew them out when no one else could. I flew who I could, Lena said. Navarro lowered her voice without losing an inch of command. I know why you left. I know what you carry from that last mission, but we don't have time to build another you. We have hours. Lena took the folder. The room felt something click inside her, like an old suit settling back onto familiar shoulders. I need the latest imagery and wins. Elevations with potential landing zones. Friendly positions in 5-minute updates, Lena said. SATCOM's primary, HF backup, 2 birds, staggered ingress, fuel plan and alternates. Navarro nodded. On the aircraft. Sloan stepped forward, voice unsteady. Captain, we didn't know. You didn't ask, Lena said. You saw a hoodie and wrote my story for me. She looked at everyone, at the crowd that had mocked and the crowd that had obeyed. When things break. People don't follow optics or last names. They follow competence. Measure people by what they do, not what they wear. Captain, Navarro said gently, it's time. Lena walked out toward the quad, and the sound that had once been her heartbeat. She climbed aboard. The doors slid shut. The Black Hawks lifted and were gone. 18 hours later, the first reports arrived. A night extraction executed inside a 12-minute window. Terrain other pilots called unflyable turned into a thread the size of a breath. 5 lives out. No losses. Analysts said the maneuver would be studied for years. They said the pilot who saw the corridor had a name people spoke like a compass, North Star. On campus, shame hummed in chargers and timelines. Sloan stared at a blank apology that refused to sound like a gesture. Cold deleted videos no archive would truly forget. Tessa scrolled through her own captions and felt heat rise for reasons likes could not soothe. Dr. Pierce rewrote his syllabus in a single sitting, trading posture for outcomes. Dr. Rodriguez filed a report that began, "We were saved by competence we failed to see." Monday, the same car dropped off the same girl in the same quiet clothes. People didn't look through Lena anymore. They made room for her, the way you do for a door you might need in a fire. In class, Dr. Rodriguez, Pierce asked her to speak. Leadership isn't costume, Weena said. It's pattern. Assess, decide, act, own. Humility to listen. Nerve to step in when the math goes bad. Don't mistake volume for value or wardrobe for worth. Sloan raised a hand, smaller than before. How do we not repeat what we did? Begin by assuming the person in front of you knows something you don't, Lena said. And when the room starts to tilt, find the calm one in the corner. Chances are, they've been here before. She finished the semester the way she had started it. On time, steady, unadorned. There were no flyovers at graduation. The Black Hawks had already spoken for her. If you ever visit Halcyon's gym, you can still see faint tape on the floor that says triage, comms, logistics. They kept it on purpose. It reminds people that for one long day, a campus learned what leadership looks like when it stops being a word. True leaders don't announce themselves. They step forward.